Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in for a little quick chat. Now, as we've been seeing this year, things are shifting, things are changing in the world. If you notice, if you've been looking at any houses online, you'll notice some houses going down in value.
The speed limit is 55 miles per hour.
You'll notice that some jobs, some companies are laying off. I think it was Amazon or Google or different companies laying people off in the tech space. Some big companies. What that means is there's starting to be a reset. And if that was Amazon that did the layoffs, that was Jeff Bezos who said, don't buy anything right now. He was talking about, like, in the actual talk, he said, if you're looking at a television or a new refrigerator, just hold on and just store some cash. Just put some cash up. It's basically what he was saying. Now, he gets to feel things way before we do because his investments are far reaching. He invested in all type of stuff and on all type of levels. So he's gonna feel it first. Whereas if all you got is a pretty safe 401k or a pretty safe Roth IRA, you might not really, and if you don't check it all the time, you might not really notice it as much when you in those safe, parking your money in safe ways. But individuals who got that much money, they got the money to play. They got the money to test things out. And so when he said that, as a billionaire, was a trillionaire at one point, that let you know when he's saying, like, hold on on that new flat screen that you want. I should have listened to him. I bought a new refrigerator, but my refrigerator had went out. I ain't had no choice. But I say that to say that this is the time, this is the season more than ever to start looking at your gifts. And I keep telling y'all this now. I keep telling y'all this. It's time to look at your gifts. Now, you know what? We're supposed to have a call tomorrow for the Growth Club, but I'm gonna have to reschedule it because now a change happened. So I gotta take my son to his away soccer game. I was gonna be with Tater and my wife was gonna be with my oldest, but now we gotta flop it, flip flop, because my wife back giving her a little problem, so she don't want to be driving for too long. And she was gonna go because she was gonna see her family because they in that area, but her back kind of acting up on her. So I'll send out the email for those of you who signed up since I mentioned that call, and we'll find us a time for next week, do us a bonus call. This is a bonus call for the Growth Club. This is the group coaching. I'll put the link in the description if this is your first time hearing about it. But it's monthly coaching where we meeting, and then bonus meetings, things of that nature. But I've been talking to you about identifying your gifts and really thinking about your gifts, because when you find that gift or that passion and you have that on the side kind of tucked away, if you mess around and leave your job or you get laid off, now you got something that you really can put 150% into, and you can go to moving that thing. And there's so many ways today. Today it's a million ways to make $1 million. It's a million ways. So one of the first thing you need to do is identify your gifts. What do you do that not everybody you know can do? Right now, what I'm doing, talking on this here video, not everybody that I know can do this. And not only am I talking on this video, but I'm not looking at the video, I'm driving. And so I can do something that not everybody I know can do. That's a gift. That's a gift. Whatever that is, if you could listen longer than anybody you know can listen, that's a gift. If you could clean better than anybody you know could clean, that's a gift.
The speed limit is 60 miles per hour.
If you could dance better, sing better, draw better, organize better, decorate better, talk better, walk better, whatever you can do better than the people you know, I'm here to tell you that's a gift. The second thing you want to do is identify your passions, because some people say they cannot identify a gift. So if you cannot identify a gift, identify a passion. A passion is something that you are intrigued by, something that you love to do, something that you're into. Whatever it is, there is money to be made in it. If you say, I love watching movies, I love watching movies, or I love watching TV, guess what? There are sites where you could get paid to do movie critiques. I don't know what they are, but you got to Google it. There are studios, movie studios will pay you $5,000 to pack out a theater to watch a pre-release, because I used to get these offers from PR people, to pack out a theater, all your friends, all your family, all your co-workers. You got to Google it though, and with Google, this is what you got to realize. Google is based on an algorithm. So Google the same question 5 different ways, and you may get served up 5 different lists of websites. But Google how to be paid by a movie studio to watch movies, how to watch pre-released movies for pay. Figure out 5 different ways to write it and see what's out there. See what's out there. If you say, I like to sing, you can start a YouTube channel singing, just singing your songs. You can do reels singing. You take quotes, you get a motivational quote out, you look at the quote and you turn that quote into a melody. You turn that quote into a melody, and then you go on Canva, you type in reels, you find a stock video. You find a stock video, you click, you select that, you tap on the words that they got on their quote, delete, replace it with the quote. If you don't build a dream, if you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to help build theirs. Tony Gaskins Jr. You put that on there. Then you figure out your melody, you upload that, and you tap audio and you record the audio. Whatever kind of music you make, if you do country, if you do pop, if you do rap, you make you a melody for that quote, put it up under there, post that reel. Do that every day. Do that every day. Before you know it, songwriters reaching out. A year from now, songwriters reaching out, I want to collab with you. Producers reaching out, I want to produce you, I got a beat for you. Songwriters right now, can you write a song? One time I posted a quote and Keisha Cole came in my comments. She thought I was somebody else because she deleted it right away because she got us confused. And then she realized my client was, at that time, my client was an R&B singer that didn't get along. They didn't get along. They used to be at each other's neck for whatever reason. I do not know why. It was like almost like they were trying to have rap beef. I'm like, this do not make sense. Y'all saying R&B, calm down. But she wrote in my comments, we need to make a song together. I write quotes. But because of me writing my quotes and posting my quotes every day, and then guess what? My artist that didn't really get along with her came to me and said, Tony, can you write for my album? Can you write some interludes? I wrote them, sent them to her. She told me, I don't really like them. Never mention that album again. Next thing you know, I'm listening to the album. I'm hearing my writing on the album. I'm hearing my interludes. I'm like, wow, just stole from it. Ain't give me a dime. I ain't talked to her since then. But I say that to say, that's what a gift does. You put it out there. Identify your gifts. Identify your passion. Number 3, you want to study the market. Study the market. Google it in 10 different ways. And you study the market. You see how people are making money. Let me give you an example to help you understand that there is no excuses for you to be broke in 2023. There is no excuses. 2 ladies, they like to organize. They organize their pantries. They organize their closets. Then they go do it for their mama. They go do it for their sister. They go do it for their auntie. Then other people say, hey, we want you to organize our closet. We want you to organize our pantry. How much will you charge me? I'll charge you $200. So they start charging whatever they charge. I don't know what they charge. Next thing you know, they start doing it online. They doing it on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, wherever they were doing it at. Next thing you know, a producer reach out. Hey, we want to produce a Netflix. We want to produce a Netflix show of y'all doing these organizations. Next thing you know, they organizing the garages and the pantries of the Kardashians. Next thing you know, they got products, organizing bins, little clear bins in the container store, selling nationwide. All these women do is what you do in your house every day. But they gave it a name, they put it on a business card, they spread it organically, and then it went viral. These women are millionaires from organizing closets. Come on now, listen to what I'm telling you. Millionaires from organizing closets and pantries. There is no excuse for us not to be able to make money. Now you still could be broke because you could spend bad, like I do. So we still could go broke now. But it is no excuse to not be making money from your gifts. You can make money from your gifts. The 4th thing you want to do. The 4th thing you want to do is you want to get one person. You want to get one person to buy into what you're doing. Let one person do what you do for them. Yeah, one person. After you do that, you stay right down number 4 and you keep repeating. You keep repeating it. Get the next person, get the next person, get the next person. You go on one person at a time. And what you do for this person, you tell them the next time you do it for them, it's free if they bring you somebody else. So, and it's just the next time now. It ain't free for life now. So, I'm gonna give you a free coaching set. I'm gonna coach you. I'm gonna coach you. I may do the session for free. If you enjoyed that session, we had a good talk, good goals talk. I say, hey, can you tell your friends and family that you know a life coach? I charge $25 an hour, $50 an hour, $100 an hour, whatever it is. Would you do that for me? And for each person that sign up with me, that go to my website or go to my mymentor.life and sign up, I'm gonna give you a free session. Or I'll give you 50% of the sign up fee. Now you just got an employee. Now you just got a sales rep. So now this person who got a big mouth, who love to talk, who know how to sell, but don't even sell. They ain't got nothing to sell. Now they sell everybody in their church on you. everybody they work for on you. Now, and yeah, now you're gonna have to raise your price because you're giving them half of each person they bring you, or 30%, whatever you do. Be generous. Be generous. And that's just one person. You may never do that with another person. So yeah, you only making half off of that person. But they a mouthpiece. They a mouthpiece. Because what you realize, you giving them half for the person they bring you. But the person they bring you may bring you 3 people that you're not paying half on, because that comes from that person, and that person, you didn't make that deal with them because you don't know them. You made that deal with your friend. So this is what I need you to understand. This how this works. So that's number 4. The 5th thing you want to do is to take it digital. Get online, get on social media. Whatever you do, advertise it or show it online. If you do something that you can't show online, like life coaching, then you do a version of it online. Post quotes, post videos. Stop telling yourself. We got to stop telling ourselves these things. And I do it to myself too. But we got to stop. That's why I'm telling you. Because I'm going to try to stop with you. I'm going to stop with you. Stop telling yourself you're not a social person. Stop telling yourself you're not a social media person. Stop telling yourself you're a private person. Because you're going to end up private and broke. So stop telling yourself that you're a private person. Tell yourself that you're a go-getter. I'm a go-getter. I'm a way maker. I make things happen. I'm a hustler. I'm a grinder. I'm innovative. I'm an innovator. I'm a thinker. I'm a doer. I get to it. Tell yourself that.
The speed limit is 55 miles per hour.
Tell yourself that so that you can get out there and figure out your language on that social media. Figure out the social media for you and figure out your language and get on out there and make it happen. I just had flashbacks. I just drove by a skydiving place. My wife took me skydiving on our 8th anniversary. Ooh, boy, my whole stomach just hit my feet. Once in a lifetime experience, but I did it to show I love you. I wanted to show her how much I love her. Hey, I'll do this for you and only you. Anybody else ask me this, I'll be backhanding them. I say, but for you, I'm gonna do it now. And I might die, but I'm gonna do it. So that's what you want to do, is get on social media. And do not make excuses because you say, well, I don't like my face. Use your voice. I don't like my voice, then use your writing. I don't know how to write. Hire a writer on Fiverr, Fiverr.com. Fiverr, send me a check. Hire a writer on Fiverr. There you go. I don't know if I was on them 4 or 5 because I passed by that place and throw them off. I think that was the 5th thing. So we're gonna go on to the 6th thing. The 6th thing you want to do is now you want to do organic digital marketing. So what you want to do is send DMs to people that you could provide this service for. Send DMs. Hey, I do this. Would you be interested in allowing me to do that for you free of charge for the exposure if you like it? Or you can put your price on it if they can't give you no exposure, but you know what you selling is needed. So boom, there you go. That thing say passcode. How am I in passcode? This passcode. And so listen to me now. Organic DMs. That's the 6th thing that you want to do. The 7th thing you want to do is when you start making some money now, and you can bump this up to number 1 if you do the first couple and you start making some money. When you start making some money, let's say you cross $600, get you an LLC. Go on your state website, just Google how to start an LLC in Texas, in Georgia, in Florida. The first few sites you're gonna see are gonna be sites that it's a company, they do it for you. Anything you see with an ad beside it, they do it for you. If it's a ad or sponsored beside they posting on Google, they do it for you. You don't need to go to them. Keep on going down, and the first site you see, second or third site you see, you should, in that .com, you should see something that relates to your state. So it'll be like biz.ca.gov, you in California. Or it might be ca.gov. It might be tx.gov. Florida's is sunbiz, because it's the Sunshine State, it's business, it's sunbiz.org. I don't know why they made it that instead of just fl.gov or something, but so they got a little side name that you would think you going through a third-party company, but it's actually their state site. That's Florida's state site. So pay attention and make sure when you get on the site, you on the business site for the state. And then you could click start a new company. It probably will take you right to the page that you need, because you Google LLC, how to start a LLC in your state. Do that. If you don't know how to do it, then get on a session with me or with a business coach on mymentor.life, and any one of us can show you how to do it. Save you some money than going to a CPA or a lawyer. Only time you need to go to a CPA, certified public accountant, or is when you want to do a specialized type of company, like it's gonna be a trust, or you know, an investment fund, or it's gonna be, you're gonna have several employees and you want to do an S corp or a C corp or something like that. Then you want to talk to a CPA. But just a single member LLC, you could do that, form that right yourself, right on your state site. So that's the sixth thing that you want to do. The seventh thing that you want to do is you want to start to see how you can stack. When I say stack, I mean scale. So in scaling, this will look different from industry to industry. It'll look different. But an example is, if I like to write, let's say I like to write, I'm gonna write, instead of one book, now I'm gonna come up with book number 2, book number 3, book number 4. Now I'm stacking them. So now instead of me having one book selling every month, I got 5 books selling. So now I got 5 times the income coming in. Also, what stacking could mean is, if I write books and I know how to do this, I could write books for other people. So now I'm gonna start ghost writing. Now I got a second stream of income from my writing. Let's say I publish my book. I learn how to self-publish my book. Now I can be an author consultant for people who know how to write and want to write, but they don't know how to publish. So I charge $10,000 and up for ghostwriting, $25,000 for ghostwriting, $10,000 for my repeat clients who paid $10,000 on their first book. And then author consulting, I charge $5,000 for my new clients, $2,500 for current clients, teaching them how to publish. And I do their outline for them, help them get their editing, their formatting, their book cover, and then teach them how to publish for them in their LLC name or their name, or just through Amazon's name as an independent publisher. So I do that. So now it's stacked. Now you got multiple streams of income coming in. This is what you want to think about. Okay, a little prison back here. Okay, I see. So now, instead of just doing one thing, it's like, let's say you clean houses. Okay, you clean houses, but you let them know. You gotta always be thinking about, now what the hell? What is it? Auction. Classic car auction, February 16th to the 18th. Open to the public. Man, I need to be out there now. I ain't know nothing about that. They must be having the whites only. Swap meet car show. What? Lord, keep me safe. I'm breaking my neck. Be done ran in the back of somebody. What's the day? 16th through the 18th. Is the day the 18th? Or the day the 17th? The day the 17th. I'm like, man, I need to slide through there. I ain't got $1. Somebody let me hold something now to get us a classic car that I can flip it for us now. Hey, you got the 25 grand, you want to turn it into 40. Come on now. I can flip it for us. I ain't got it though. Now listen to me, that's the 7th thing. The 8th thing that you want to do is you want to go into other markets. So you want to create an app. Create an app. You want to create audio books. You want to create t-shirts. You want to create software. Whatever you have, you put it into other markets. And you want to create online courses. Let's say you got a software. Okay, you got a software. Boom. There you go. God bless you. MyMentor.life. That's like a software. That's software. That's my tech company. So what I could do is I can take MyMentor.life and on MyMentor.life I could take and do an online course teaching how to start your service. I don't even know what to call that type of business. You know, I don't even know what to call it. Your tech company or your service provider connection site. I don't even know what it's called. But how to start that right there. I could do an online course on that. I could take and do one-on-one consulting on that. I could take and market that to companies and say, hey, we would like to be the go-to site for your staff to find life coaches. For your staff to find life coaches. I'm giving myself ideas. I'm finna reach out to BET, BH1, have them use my company to have their staff get coaching. So you getting into other industry, you get into other lanes, not other industries, you get into other lanes. That's the 8th thing you want to do. Now you see how this step by step. Now I'm giving you a whole free class. I'm giving you a whole free class. This is what we're gonna be doing in depth in the group coaching. We're gonna be going a little deeper. We're gonna have real life examples. We're gonna have real people who doing it coming on, and I'm interviewing them, how they do it, what you do, how did it work, what was the growth pattern like, you know, how did this turn out. This is what we're gonna be doing. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, click the link in the description. And as long as you broke-minded, as long as you feel like there's no value in things, and you think that you know and you understand what it's gonna be. See, I don't have a sales video on there. And the reason why I ain't got no sales video yet, just cause when I made it, I didn't have the time. I ain't even had no shirt on. I think I probably was in the bed when I made it. So I couldn't shoot a sales video. I'm gonna put a sales video on there eventually, like further explaining it. But I'm also gonna do it for a few months to just kind of see how it goes, to see what all gonna be in there. But in there, we're gonna get to where we doing retreats, to where we, you know, going out the country together, where we doing in-person seminars. We're gonna keep growing it. We're gonna keep growing it. My goal is to get it to be 1,000 members. Have 1,000 members that in them 1,000 members, we can break up into chapters, and we can start doing live seminars in different sections with different chapter leaders. Now the chapter leaders gonna be certified life coaches through my program and in my life coaching mastermind, and or either one. But that's gonna be the certified, group leaders of the different communities and the different seminars, and we're gonna start to put that together. Now that seminars and all that will still be an additional cost, because that's something separate. You got to pay for the venue, but it ain't gonna be crazy. It'll be open to the public too in some cases, but they'll have a higher price than the members of the growth club. So listen, this thing gonna grow. Have t-shirts, all kind of stuff. And this is what I want you to think about. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is where it's in things like this, you're gonna meet clients. You're gonna meet friends. You might meet your spouse. It's in different things like this where when you start investing in yourself, your life started to change. That's when my life started to change, when I started to invest in myself. As long as I was broke-minded and I ain't want to pay for nothing, I stayed broke. Lady told me one time, Tony, you're gonna have to pay for something one day. Because I got on Oprah and Tyra Banks free. I ain't pay PR. And I think she was kind of in her feelings that I never hired her for PR, and I was basically doing my own PR. And I knew I was gonna have to pay for something one day, but I ain't have it right then. I ain't have it to pay, and not for that. So I say that to say, I need you to understand that this right here is a blueprint. I just gave you 10 things that you could do. Now you go into them other industries now, and you start to spread. And then when I say stacking, remember when I was talking about earlier stacking, what I mean by that is the same thing in the sense of you could be taking and making a t-shirt line for your company, making slogans, put it on t-shirt, put it on hats, put it on mugs. You expanding. This is merchandise. So we could make that number 11. You doing merchandise, and you building your brand, you expanding your brand through this here avenue, if this makes sense for you. If it don't make sense, then, but even if you got a software company, there are t-shirts that software developers and individuals like that in that space, they'll put that shirt on. I code all day. They'll wear that shirt. It really don't matter what you do. You can wear a shirt that say clean. You clean houses, and it got the font of Celine or Chanel, and it just say clean. And people will wear that. People are turning it into fashion. You able to spread that out. That was a little bonus, but I kind of already mentioned that in there. So there you have 10 steps. 10 steps to becoming a millionaire. 10 steps. Now, those are steps that I've taken. I didn't have those written down. You see, I'm driving. So this is what I want you to understand too, because a lot of people don't have discernment. A lot of people don't have discretion. So sometimes, and if you feel like one of them people to where just something has stolen your discretion, I want you to understand, if I could give you 10 steps without looking at the camera, holding the phone while I'm driving, paying attention to traffic, reading signs, counting the numbers in my head, might have gave you 9 if I skipped the number. That's why I gave you number 11 just as a bonus in case I skipped the number. If I can give you that, I want you to understand, a person, in order to do that, got to know what they talking about. In order to do that, have to have done it. You can't just make that up. You can't just pull that out your behind. You can't just go and memorize that from somewhere while you driving and distracted and paying attention to the road so that you don't get in no wreck and reading about the classic car show. So I want you to understand, what we doing in this growth club, it's gonna be underrated. It's gonna be slept on, because you're sleeping on it right now. Because you think about $47. That's more than Netflix. Yeah, but Netflix ain't giving you no blueprint to take your life to the next level. Netflix using up your internet and your data on your phone, and they charging $21 for that. But they ain't adding nothing to your life. They ain't making no connection for you. They ain't introducing you to nobody. You can't shake hands. You can't meet nobody. You can't see people's face who work for Netflix. That's gonna do something for you. That's why the growth club, we really gonna be connecting, networking, building, collaborating, helping each other, dropping gems on each other. Because listen, it's enough for everybody to eat. That's why I give away the game, because it's enough for everybody to eat. So I could give away the game to you. I could tell you my exact blueprint, and it ain't gonna take no money out of my pocket. I can tell you the exact blueprint, because the world that big. So in this here growth club, if somebody go and they run a play and make $1 million off of it, we gonna expect them to come into the group and hold a class, hold a Zoom, and teach what they did, so that other people could do it. And the thing about me is, the way I am, is people who want to collaborate, want to do stuff with me. But my thing is, I really don't like letting people eat off of what my brand and what I've built if they're not investing in my brand. Meaning, if they had a mindset of they want something free, but they don't want to pay the $47, but they say they make all this money, but they want to access my audience and teach my audience and help my audience, well, you can't do that if you're not a part of the audience. So that's why I say the teachers will come from within. The ones that I bring in, that's something that I go and I seek out, and it's still somebody who has hired me for coaching, somebody that I have coached, or somebody who have invested into my business, my movement, my brand. And so that's how I know them. That's why I respect them, because they lift as they climb. They're not just asking, hey, let me have your platform, your outlet, your audience, without sowing. So that's the thing. So listen to me. It's time. It's time. It's time to go to that next level. It's time to get life right. It's time to build. It's time to grow. It's time to show. Because now it's time to sow. Because now things shifting in our world. And don't wait till too late. Don't wait till too late and then you stuck like Chuck. Don't wait till too late now. And you ain't put nothing on the side. You ain't started nothing on the side that's helping you build. That's helping you do what you need to do now. But hey, this Tony Gaskins. God bless you. I might come on out here and get me a little bit of lunch. What y'all got over there? Japanese steakhouse and sushi bar. Okay. A little bit of lunch. Noble crust. Alright. Real smell. Okay. Hey, God bless you. I'm gonna put the link in the description for the Growth Club. This is called the Growth Club on Tony Gaskins Academy, because people been writing in, Tony, I can't find the link. Look in the description of the video. Wherever you hear about it at, I'm gonna have a link nearby. So I'm gonna put, and if I forget to put it in the description box, then email in to support and say, hey Tony, you forgot to put the link in the description box. You might want to do that because you're telling people to click in there and ain't nothing in there. So just write in and remind me. But hey, God bless you. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna send a update, reschedule our bonus session. Last night, the life coach mastermind, we had us a little meeting. If you're a life coach and you want to be in a group of just coaches to build your coaching business, you will see that on Tony Gaskins Academy on probably like the second level. It says coaches helping coaches. Coaches helping coaches. And that's a small mastermind. Right now, I think it's 8 or 9 of us. It's about 8 or 9 of us. It's a small group because a little bit of an investment, but I did that intentionally so that, you know, it's not a lot of, you know, riff-raff. And with mymentor.life, we're gonna start up, get back to those calls as well, with just helping with the site and answering those questions. So y'all stay tuned, and sometimes you'll get invited to certain session with the Life Coach Mastermind. But hey, God bless you. We'll talk soon.